Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Explorers of Elsewhere and the Warhammer World. I'm here with Dan, Tim, Staff, Tom, and Callum. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
And Intrepid, in case you've missed previous episodes, obviously you should go and watch those right now. Stop whatever you're doing, go and watch those right now, and then come back to this video.
We'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll be here when you get back. But in case you're not going to do that and you want the TLDR version, basically our intrepid explorers have been trekking their way through the ruined temple city of Xanutek. Something slightly odd going on, and it seems that their fellow expedition members have been brutally sacrificed for reasons unknown. But just as they were reaching the central ziggurat of the temple city in hopes of finding any survivors, some sort of magical wave has enveloped them. We are uncertain whether there have been any survivors. But are we ready to find out whether you've been disintegrated or not?
Please.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just before we do the said disintegration, I take it wasn't like a spell that Nax detected this is a wave of energy, right? It's not actually a spell that can be, I don't know, like countered or anything like that? No, nothing like
But for plot reasons, I'm going to say no.
that. Sure. I thought you might. Yeah.
I don't think that's how plot armor is supposed to work, Matt.
A conveniently ambiguous wave of magical energy.
Great. Fine. Yeah.
It's not one you've got a name.
I'm with you.
Yeah, there's no somatic components to this.
Sure.
Okay. Well, as this wave of blue energy sweeps down the steps of the ziggurat and envelops you all, you're all kind of punching your eyes shut, making peace with whatever gods you serve, kind of ready to be removed from this plane of existence. And after a few moments, you open your eyes and find yourself, surprisingly, still alive and apparently in one piece. Kind of pat yourself down. You don't seem to be any the worse for wear. However, the city of Xanutek around you has been transformed.
Uh-oh.
It is no longer a moss-covered, time-worn ruin. It is a city at its pinnacle, in the height of its glory. And the streets are full of the hustle and bustle of activity, where just a few moments ago they were deserted and filled with a low-lying mist. All around you are the throaty croaks and bestial roars that you heard when the lizard folk attacked your camp. And those same lizard creatures seem to be all around you now, running in all directions, gathering up their crude weaponry and shields. They don't seem to be paying you much mind. They kind of actually run straight past you, one or two kind of roughly shoving you out of the way, and you see as they start to man in great numbers the battlements and gates of the city around you. Yeah, what do you do?
They run past us. They ignore us, or?
Yeah, they don't seem to. I mean, they can clearly see you. One or two of them kind of look in your direction and croak, or they're sort of apparently talking to each other and acknowledging your presence. You can tell that they see you, and one of them kind of barges past you, Nax, enough so that it touches you. So you know that they're aware of your presence, but they seem to have other issues on their mind.
I think as soon as they've acknowledged but not acknowledged us, Nax is gonna grab hold of Demetrius or say, I think I'm gonna let you understand them from now. Demetrius, are you ready to hear them? To speak to them?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely not. What do you mean? These are beastmen.
I know, but they're making a lot of noise and there's something going on, and I just think. And she just goes ahead and starts casting this spell on Demetrius, casting tons on Demetrius to allow him to understand the sounds that they are making, if they are making language. And that lasts an hour. So it grants Demetrius the ability to understand any spoken language he hears. Moreover, when Demetrius speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear Demetrius understands what he says. And
Demetrius here.
and in doing so, Nax also manages to supercharge her divination skill and regains a level 2 spell slot from casting that.
Nice.
Well, check you out.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, I can only imagine Shusha and I are preparing for war.
Bill, do we shoot?
You probably turn around and I am not there. I am hiding as quick as I can. I am scared. I am confused.
Demetrius, as Nax weaves his magic, these like indecipherable croaking, bellowing sounds that the lizards around you seem to be making, they resolve in your brain somehow into not exactly words, but in certainly thoughts that you can understand. They're clearly communicating in some sort of language, and their talk is one of kind of panic and alarm. Maybe not panic, but certainly alarm, and a state of kind of determination to defend the city. There's talk of a gate, or multiple gates, and you're hearing snatches of conversation as they run past. It seems that the enemy is here.
So Demetrius will turn to Shooter. Hold your fire. Hold your fire, boy. It turns out that we may not be their primary concern. I think we should press into the city now and try and retrieve our comrades. They are somewhat distracted.
Not their primary concern. I will slay any of these spawn that come close.
Or you could lower your hammer and pipe down.
I look at you with wild and furious eyes.
Well, I think I'm on Demetrius' side here. We need to, well, first we need to find Bill, and then we need to get these people. There might be more treasure in the middle. I can't see it. I can't in the actual temple. All right. He's kind of panicking because Bill's not here.
Can I see how effectively I've hidden? I'm pretty sure I'm hiding behind Marius.
Okay. Yeah. You can roll me a stealth check if you like. Pretty effectively, the lizardmen are not overly concerned with you at the moment.
All right, I've got up in his robes.
Okay.
Does he know?
The reason you've been able to do this, Bill, without the wizard kind of raising hell is because while you're looking around for Bill Shooter, you kind of catch sight of this wizard, and he has gone ashly pale. And as you kind of try and see what's wrong with him, he doesn't seem able to speak, but he just kind of raises a quivering finger to point to something beyond the wall, roughly where the ship was just a few moments before. But
I'll
he's
peek
no
out
longer.
from his clothes so that I can see what he's pointing at.
So outside, beyond the city walls, just here, exactly where the ship, you're pretty sure a wrecked galley was just a few moments before, is now a swirling vortex of magical energy. And as you kind of stare into it, it's kind of this sort of like flame orange colour. It looks like a swirling fireball, effectively. But in the centre of it is pitch blackness. and
That's not
you can
good.
see grotesque shapes beginning to materialize out of the vortex.
Out of curiosity, before we made this jump, would you have argued it was around about 8 a.m. ish?
Oh no, I don't like the way this is going. Wherever it's going.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned like dawn was happening,
Yeah,
but like,
okay.
do you imagine we would have gotten past the hour of 8?
Maybe not quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded more like a 6:30
is
if I'm honest.
still running, everyone. We've still got the hit points.
Good. Okay, yeah, it's probably like you probably only spent a couple of hours exploring, so yeah, it's maybe more like 6:30, something like that.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
what's
so
that?
out of this vortex comes a horde of shapes that threaten to shatter your sanity. Some of them are loping, some of them are sprinting, some are slithering, others flying. The mere sight of them makes you want to claw your eyes out so that you no longer have to look at them. What exactly they are, you have no idea, but they are nothing that has any right to be in this world.
I shoot it.
They are hurling themselves out at the battlements, which are manned by the waiting lizardmen.
Yeah, no, you've described enough. I'll take a shot.
Yeah, what, just
Just into the
in the rough
into the
direction of the
middle of
vortex?
into the middle of the vortex. This is horrifying, and I don't like it. I've only got one eye. I can't claw that out. So let's just shoot in that general direction.
This has worked so far.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. It's an 18.
Okay,
The
so
vortex closes.
You saved the
Your
day.
world is saved. Who knew?
as this this sort of like thing that looks like an unholy mixture of a dog and a bat soars out of the vortex. You blow it into chunks with your pistol, and you feel kind of momentarily cheered by this until it's replaced by a swarm of perhaps 5 or 6 identical creatures that burst out with horrible shrieks and start harassing the Saurus on the battlements.
There's too many of them.
Out of interest, if these new arrivals are making any kind of language, Demetrius would be able to understand it. Not that I'm saying that, well, they will have a language.
Not going to like this, is he?
Roll sanity.
Yeah.
By Jove, it's like a mother-in-law convention.
I don't think they're certainly making noises, Demetrius. They're not fighting in silence, these things, whatever they are. But what those noises are seem to be less a kind of language and more just outbursts of raw emotion. You don't know how else to describe it. But some of them are shrieking and bellowing in rage, and it just feels like primal, the very essence of rage. Some of them are kind of loping forward with almost a seductive grace, and again you feel like you almost long to go to them, and the noises they're making kind of are alluring and as I say, seductive, but they're not sort of words as such. They're more just kind of primal emotions, and they trigger emotions in you.
So Demetrius is now a bit of a wreck of a person. He doesn't know what he's feeling. I say is now. He's more of a wreck of a person than he was before. And I think he's just his eyes are gonna go wide, and he's gonna lower his weapon and just look absolutely askance at what's going on around him. Like he's just, what the fuck?
I think Shooter's got it right. We should help these creatures defend. I think they're the lesser of the two evils right now. Dietrich, you agree with this?
I'm glancing backwards and forwards. So fundamentally, we're at the top of the tallest ziggurat within the city, so we can kind of see what's happening in all directions.
You're at the base of the ziggurat still,
Base
so
of
you
the
just
ziggurat.
started to climb when the wave swept over you. So if you head this way, the steps are directly ahead of you, and you can reach the summit. And Marius, looking around him frantically, just sort of stammers, I don't know what's happening here, but I think our way out is blocked. We'll have to make for the ziggurat. It's our only hope.
This is rough for the war priest of Sigmar to admit.
Or we could let them handle it. Nax screams and starts moving up.
Yeah, from Marius's crotch, there's like a.
Look at this and go, not another bloody pyramid.
Yeah. Trick.
We adopt a running battle. Fight only what you need to.
Upward.
Upwards or outwards? Because I guess
You head in this direction, right?
Yeah, so the ziggurat steps are up here. That appears to be your only viable option, short of launching yourself from the city walls into a tide of monstrosities, which you are welcome to do.
Sure. I'll body Demetrius if you're stood there gawping slightly too much.
But before leaving, Shooter will turn around desperately and go, Bill!
I'll like pop out from between Marius's legs and just be like, Shooter, let's go, come on!
Oh, yeah, phew, yeah. And he'll turn around to the party's rear area, and just make sure no one's following us as we go.
Sure. You give Marius a bit of a scare, Bill, because he hadn't actually realised you were there until you popped out. But yes, Shooter, you're as everyone kind of sprints up the steps of the ziggurat, you're able to kind of cover your retreat. You watch as the Saurus on the first line of Saurus on the battlement. They seem to fight valiantly, but they're getting hacked down by these seemingly endless numbers of Hellspawn, whatever these things are. There's just not enough of them. You can see that without much trouble. Another line of Saurus steps into the breach fearlessly and plants spears and shields and begins to throw the monsters back. But they too are going to get ground down before too long. So you're going to have to leg it.
Is it at all obvious to any of us what these realm gates appear to be? Like, what is spewing forth?
I don't think I would even need to ask for a check for you, Father Dietrich. The foul stench of chaos. If your suspicion about the lizard folk, you kind of now realise that they are not chaos influenced in comparison to this. This is what you were. This is what you've been trained to deal with. This is raw chaos.
Sure. Okay, yeah. We do a valiant fighting retreat.
Okay. Well, as you run up the pyramid, we're going to have another quick map change.
You boldly run away, just like Sir Robin.
So, ahead of you, as you reach the summit, you find your way blocked by two massive lizard men wearing elaborate armor of gold and bone, and they're wielding these kind of savage two-handed clubs, spiked clubs of stone. They seem to be more highly decorated than the other lizard folks you've seen, and they cross their clubs together as if to kind of block your path. But they suddenly kind of look behind them as if someone's called to them, and without a further word, they sort of stand aside and allow you to proceed.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Curious creatures.
Nax just looks over to see how Demetrius is faring with this responsibility, and she's just wondering to herself, this isn't really what she wanted to put on Demetrius. It was more for casual chit chat than, you know.
Well, between the demons and their emotional trauma and all the random lizard language, Demetrius is not having a good day right now, and his wine is nearly empty, so it's getting substantially worse.
Yeah, I'm trained to resist the whispers of chaos, and you've got the full football hooligan fanfare going on in the background.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
from
great.
below you, there's the sounds of kind of battle, din of battle, and sounds of slaughter. And you can see from your vantage point that the battle is not going well at all for the Lizardmen. There's not just one vortex, but there are several at various points around the city walls, and yeah, tides of demons hell-like creatures are throwing themselves at the defenders, and bit by bit, Xanutek is being taken.
Do we have any sense of this actually being in our present, or are we reliving in a recorded history? Like, because we obviously things changed, but was the ruined temple just a facade? Is that the word?
You can make me a Arcana check or a history check if you'd like next.
Sure. Yeah. That is a 23.
Nice. Okay. So you've had a bit of time now to kind of recover from the initial shock of your surroundings changing so dramatically. And your quick mind has been sort of thinking things over while the others have been panicking a bit. And you're pretty sure that if it had been an illusion, your detect magic would have picked it up earlier. You didn't get any sort of magical ping. You would have sensed something that powerful. You're pretty sure that the city Xanutek was a ruin, and now it isn't. And and this isn't an illusion either. You're pretty sure about that. The city is solid, and events around you are clearly real. But as you look up to the sky, is Nax? What's Nax's knowledge of like astronomy, stars and stuff like?
Yeah, I mean, it is Law of Heavens kind of based.
Yeah, pretty reasonably good.
Divine.
Right?
So yeah, pretty good. I mean, I don't think she's particularly used astrology in its sense. It is more divination and beliefs and things like that. But
sure. But you'd have a basic understanding of the night sky.
Basis. Yeah.
So Nax, you are, as you kind of let this fact sink in, you're not quite sure how to process it, but you are absolutely certain as you look heavenward that you are looking at a younger sky.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't know how that could be possible, but
this is potentially before the twin-tailed comet as opposed to after. Maybe I don't know. I mean, that's going into. I'm not sure where the dates sit, so maybe lay the low on that one. But
pass on that one.
Yeah, sure.
But this is a sky that is considerably younger than any.
Yeah, sure. That's fair enough.
Than any human probably has. Well, certainly long before the Empire.
Yeah, she sort of glances round to her colleagues, thinking to herself, like, is there any one of them that would benefit from knowing this? And she just looks at them all, probably looking at Demetrius closely to think about it, and then just realises now's not the time to be telling him anything like time warping or anything like that. And she just decides to keep it to herself for now. She doesn't think any kind of explanation is worth considering now. It's about survival. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Depending on how long ago this was, and I'm more than happy for him to not know this, but if Sigmar isn't a god yet, I can't cast spells. Because there is a date in which that happened, and if we're before that date,
Oh boy.
I'm making the calls and no one's answering.
Roll.
Yeah. I love it. Marius is no longer the most useless party member.
I
I've got
love that idea.
one
Yeah.
level's worth of fighter, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I tell you what we're gonna do, Daniel.
Yes.
We're gonna this will almost certainly be before Sigmar ascended to godhood.
Uh-huh.
But the way we're gonna rule this is that your faith is strong, and faith in your case is almost self-sustaining, right? So
Sure.
whether or not anyone is answering your prayers,
This is
there
going
will
to
be
change his whole psyche.
there will be an element of kind of faith is pretty powerful in of itself to a certain extent. So what I'm going to have you do is every time you try and cast a cleric spell, I'm going to have you roll a religion check.
He checks his religion score.
And-
-3.
Can it actually be animal handling?
Could it be perception?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm.
See whether you can muster up the requisite faith.
Is that including guidance?
Sure. Okay.
Every spell?
Okay.
Yeah, cantrips are probably okay, but for leveled spells,
Got your back
certainly you'd need to draw on a bit of. You'd need to believe Sigmar hears you even if he doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nax is definitely not telling Dietrich about Sigma not existing right now.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was something I had not considered putting this together.
Yeah.
Play a cleric, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
No, there is 100% a date, and I think we're long before that. So
Yeah, I think Sigmar is a twinkle in somebody's eye at this point.
Papa Sigmar's eyes, Sigmar Senior.
Demetrius, as you reach the top of the stairs, and these two hulking, what you can assume to be bodyguards, sort of part and let you pass, you see the creature that they have been guarding, and it bears a uncanny resemblance to the idol that you saw on the coast in the encampment. It is a large, rusty orange-coloured toad, and it is sitting serenely cross-legged at the top, on the very summit of the ziggurat. Its eyes closed, seemingly asleep or in deep thought, and it's bedecked with exotic golden jewellery. And behind it there is a pulsing blue aura that is just beginning to swirl.
I'm just going to try and subtly poke the legs of the toad back into my backpack.
I don't get any ideas, Bill.
Yeah, there's
So
a
is
lot
that-
of dubious meat on this one, Bill.
Is that more food? Do you want me to catch it? I'll get him.
Maybe not this one.
Demetrius will shout at it. What do you want from us? Why are we here?
A voice appears directly in your mind, Demetrius. It's an impossibly alien voice, possibly ancient. You can tell just something about it. You can tell it just carries the weight of years, centuries. This voice, but it somehow resolves into words you can understand. You kind of get the sense that that's not really through the magic Nax cast on you. It seems to be a power of this creature itself. But anyway, these words project into your mind as it says, "Warm bloods, I am Lord Tenok. I bid you welcome to the last day of Xanutek, greatest city of the Old Ones. This world will never see its like again. They have brought you to this moment to bear witness to the passing of its glory. The great enemy is here, and there are too many for us.
We all hear that
Yes, I think you would all hear it.
and understand it.
Yeah. And you somehow instinctively know that it's coming from the toad creature, even though it doesn't appear to have stirred or even opened its eyes.
Did everyone
has
hear
a lot
that?
to
That
say.
was in. It spoke in my head.
Nax puts a hand on Shooter's side and just says, "Stay calm. We're okay. Stay calm."
I'm not staying calm.
I was
Other
freaky,
hand on
right,
you.
Bill?
Demetrius
Yes.
has got this. He knows what to do.
Demetrius doesn't know what to do.
Demetrius has never known what to do. What are you talking about?
Shh, shh, we don't say that to Demetrius.
What do you want from us? What do you want from us, giant toad man?
The Lord Tenok, as he's introduced himself to you,
Ah, yes, Lord Tenok, mighty Lord Tenok.
he seemingly with a great effort, this creature opens its eyes, and you're surprised to see a unfathomable intelligence in these eyes as that they gaze wearily at you. And the voice reappears in your head. The enemy must not have the secrets we guard here, for to allow that would be to doom the world, and all of your lesser races along with it. So I will trap them here, in this moment, to fight the same battle over and over again, until the world ends and the Old Ones return to complete their great plan. And you, Warmbloods, will help me. Buy me the time, and I will help you escape this place before the spell takes effect.
Who we got to shoot?
I think
That's a very legit question. Kill it.
I'm guessing Nax probably in the sum of intelligence that is being detected from this thing. Like, it doesn't require an insight check to know that this thing is speaking beyond, like, the truth. You know, there's no malice in this. This is desperation of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you guess. I mean, you can give me an insight check if you like, Max. But
Okay. I didn't want to like break it down to me not trusting.
no,
this thing or anything.
that's fine.
It's just, yeah. Oh, complete opposites.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's nat 1. It's a crit fail. 6.
This creature's
Unless Nax uses her divine sight to
your important thing.
Yeah. I think, why not? As it's a nat 1. To actually come out with a... Oh, no, I have to say that before I roll, don't I? Yeah, no, ignore it. Crit fail.
Okay. All right. This creature's motives are utterly inscrutable to you. It is not giving off any of the body language or facial tells or anything that you could use to kind of determine what it's thinking, really, other than what it's projecting into your brain. So you have no idea whether this thing is a friend or foe, whether it genuinely means you no harm, or whether it would happily see you dead. It's just not readable in the way that humans seem to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think Nax is just sort of a little bit stunned in awe from it. So, yeah. So I think, going back to Shooter's question, what are we shooting?
Well, Shooter, as you ask that, from far below you in the streets of Xanutek, no longer just at the walls and battlements, but in the very streets themselves, you can hear screeches and snarls quite unlike those of the lizardmen, getting closer and closer to the base of the ziggurat that you're standing on. And as you look down, you can see that Lord Tenok's words are unfortunately all too apt. The city of Xanutek is all but lost. And whatever these creatures are pouring out of the portals, they are making their way to your position with horrifying speed. So, in terms of what you have to shoot, that seems pretty clear. They are going to approach, judging from what you can see from your vantage point, from 4 different directions, because as I say, you're in the center of the city. So there's stairs here, 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 and off to the right as well. You can position yourself anywhere you would like on this map. You've got a few kind of moments to prepare yourselves before battle begins.
Prepare for battle, you say? That sounds like a spell. I've got. That's what. Well, I suppose aid's still going on you all. Actually.
I mean, it's before 8 a.m. by like
Before 8.
1,000 years.
Yeah. True. Okay, I will.
Or is it before aid was ever cast?
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
I think it was before aid was ever cast.
So what on earth does that mean
Also,
for us?
before
So-
we used the spell slot, so
Oh yeah, I've got all my spell slots back.
Oh, this is why time travel plots always break down. What kind of idiot brings time
We're also
travel in it?
level 0 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to, before everyone scarpers, I'm going to gather us all together, and I'm going to spend my third slot not on Fireball as I hoped I would,
buddy.
but I'm going to attempt
Save it.
to bless everyone. And at 3rd level, I can target 5 people. So, I'm imagining you're going to say like religion, and it's like DC 13 because it's a 3rd level slot.
Let's just make it a flat DC 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's great because that is even Stevens.
Yeah.
Goes up on a 12.
Sigmar feels oddly distant, Dietrich, but you power through that sense of doubt.
Yeah, it's the backup power supply in the amulet of Sigmar I've got.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll gloat. I'll notice that it isn't as bright as it should be, but everyone has bless, so everyone will get plus D4 to their attack rolls and saves for a minute. How long till I arrive?
They're on us imminently.
About a minute.
A minute 10.
Yeah, a minute and 6 seconds, I reckon.
Yeah.
Or say you can effectively cast it kind of as they
Okay.
arrive.
Okay, yeah, sure.
If everyone would like to roll me initiative, that would be great. And
So you
remember
want to
click on your
position ourselves
tokens.
first?
Yeah, position yourself where you want to be, and then roll initiative.
Remember
And
to select your
click on your
characters.
tokens when you do that. So then you'll appear in the turn order.
Wizard, or whatever you are, and he's talking to Marius. You stay with me. Get behind me. I'll protect you.
Well, Demetrius will stay with Nax.
Bill, you alright over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just getting myself behind some cover.
Alright. You get in any trouble, you come straight to me, alright?
Always.
I'm going to be the Sigmarite from every Warhammer cinematic ever and stand proudly on the steps, arms wide, bellowing.
It doesn't often end well for those guys.
It's like a 50-50 from all the cinematics I've seen.
So they come in from all 4 directions, right?
Yeah, it looks
Appear
like
to be, yeah, you're completely
Nax and
surrounded.
Demetrius are covering the left with Bill.
Dietrich, you
covering
got
the
this.
bottom left
You got
corner.
these strips.
Yeah, let the denizens of the Chaos Realms come.
Alright, you and these dinosaurs, look after these steps. Wizard, you come with me.
Do I have time to hide as well?
Nice.
Yeah, if that's how you want to prepare, that's fine.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Where am I hiding?
Hide on the back of the
Can
palanquin.
Marius come behind me, please? Be careful how you say that.
Right.
I do feel like Marius is the protagonist of this.
Yeah.
We'll make sure
He's
he
going
dies
to crack
first.
out a Comet of Cassandora shortly, isn't he?
Maybe he can cast Comet of Gazandora.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know what he does.
Okay.
Cleric initiative right at the bottom.
Is everyone happy with their positioning?
Yeah,
Static.
Shooter's not in the list, I don't think.
Sure.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Yeah.
Could Marius be put next to Shooter, please?
Yes, he will very much follow Shooter.
Then I'm happy.
Okay. Cool. Well, in that case, from as you look down, you have a few moments of calm, as if in the eye of a storm. Behind you, Nax particularly, maybe you can sense growing magical energies beyond anything you've ever felt before, as Lord Tenok closes his eyes and begins to concentrate on the blue vortex that he appears to be opening up here. You can sense that he's devoting all of his considerable energies to it, and so you can probably count without his help in the battle to come.
Cool.
From the left flank, overlooked by yourself and Demetrius, you can see a plaque of live, seductive-looking creatures. They're all sort of androgynous-looking humanoids with clawed, viciously barbed and clawed hooves and like crab claw type appendages. They seem to kind of dance rather than run towards you, and you can't help the stirrings of desire as you look down on them, even though it's mixed with kind of disgust and horror.
I pull the trigger as soon as they appear.
You can just wait a second there, Hotshot. Okay, and then from the north, is anyone looking? Is anyone down at the north?
Yeah, just me.
Dietrich. Yeah.
Little
Okay.
me.
All right. So you see red-skinned, horned creatures running at you with savage fury. They seem to be clutching kind of black metal swords that glow with an unholy light.
Ninja.
They don't seem pleased to see you.
Wait, what?
Oh!
Apologies.
Oh no!
Dietrich
You didn't-
dies.
That's a you didn't see anything moment, gentle viewer.
I blink a few times and rub my eyes. The morning light appears to be blinding me.
I tell you what, you don't get this nonsense on Critical Role, do you? Amateur hour.
Just as
Amateur.
bad.
Not been invented yet.
That's true. True.
Doesn't exist.
Moving swiftly on to the right flank, Shooter and Marius look down as horribly kind of like mutated ape-like creatures of pink and blue scamper towards you. They have multiple arms and grinning, leering faces, and in their hands seem to be little balls of pink fire.
Shoot those smiles right off.
Mono a mono.
Okay.
I feel like Demetrius has got the bum end of the deal here. He's got 6 of them.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
still
from the
spawning.
south, overlooked by Bill, comes a shambling horde of. Well, actually, it's quite difficult to see them at first, Bill, because they seem to be obscured by a buzzing cloud of flies. But as the flies kind of part, you can hear this horrible droning sound, kind of brass bells that they seem to be carrying with them. You can almost
Very cool.
you can almost smell them from here. There's this foul stench of decay and rot that seems to be emanating from whatever these kind of shambling. They look like shambling corpses. But yeah, some of them have got entrails spilling out. Others are clutching kind of rusted swords dripping with pus. But they're moving quite slowly, but they still fill you with a horrible sense of your own mortality.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And we will kick things off with Shooter.
Yeah. Lovely. Right, Shooter. I mean, there's no qualms about what he does. He is simply going to shoot, but he will try something else first, I think, because I think I can do that. Yeah, I'm going to. So, in a similar manner to how we saw early in the last episode, he's going to Hunter's Mark one of his the pink horror straight in front of them. Not this time for tracking purposes, but for indeed.
This one here.
Yeah, some more focus when he shoots. Just this one. Yeah. So he's going to Hunter's Mark, and I'll put that in the thing. There. As a bonus action. And that is a level 1. Good job. And I will shoot my 2 shots with my pistol. Going straight at it and getting a D6. Is it every time or is it the first time? I think it's every extra D6 every time.
Yeah,
Whenever
you hit it. Yeah.
You are concentrating on it though.
Don't forget bless as well for your extra D4 to hit.
Alright, yeah. Brilliant. So that
15 is going to hit regardless of bless, so
okay.
Don't worry about it.
So 16 on my first one, which will do 9 plus 5, so 14 damage.
Okay, lovely. The thing gives a shriek as your bullet punctures it.
And I mean, we go again. Let's do it. For a 17.
Yep.
Doing 10 plus 3, 13. Just rah!
13. Okay. The thing.
I might have to be
Detonate.
an arse. Is it within 30 feet?
I don't care about disadvantage for
'cause you've got
long
the
range
gunner.
because I am a gunner at. But yes, so short range, so if I'm in melee or at long range, I don't get disadvantage as you normally would.
I'll take my DM hat back off.
Well, all right. Hey, I've prepared for people like you.
He's used to having me tell him off.
The scampering creature just detonates in a ball of flame, pink and orange and yellow and blue, and just kind of immolates. But it's when the flame flickers out of existence, it seems to have gone.
So I just turned to Marius and go, just do something like that, all right?
Anything else from you, Shooter?
No, that's action, bonus action, and I've spoken. I'm good.
Great. Okay, Axe. On the other side of the ziggurat.
Yeah, what kind of range are we talking for these folks?
Um,
For the ones on the left, over here.
yeah, measure.
Actually measure it. Ah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
About 40 feet to the closest one.
Yeah,
It's
sweet.
not a very big ziggurat, is it? Really?
But then it's down a bit as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, maths. 50 something feet.
It's easier. I find the easiest way to do it is just add them together. So how much higher up are we compared to them?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So basically, will a 60-foot spell hit.
Yeah, 60 might just catch the front one.
Okay. Wonderful. That's all we needed to do. Yeah, I'm going to cast I think from the position I'm at, I'm just going to say to Demetrius, "Don't worry, dear. We'll hold them off from here. Just try and settle his nerves, you know."
Demetrius is not going to look very convinced by this.
And yeah, she's going
If you say so, my dear. If you say so.
She's going to take on like a combat stance and just thrust forward her arms and let out a shard of ice towards this nearest creature. This one. And she is already well aware that it is going to hit because she has done it previously in her thoughts.
She had a highly specific dream, did she?
She did, indeed. So she uses
in
her
the future.
Yeah,
That wasn't impressive.
just so that I stop messing about with it. I'm going to use my last portent to hit with a 22 on a second
22
level.
will definitely hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I might have hit anyway, but you never know. With a level 2 ice knife on the first one coming at us. So I'll just roll it just for the sake of getting it in there. Yeah, I would have been fine anyway, probably. But
Yeah, go ahead and... Oh, so I need to make a dex save?
yes, please.
Okay.
I think it's dex saves on those that explode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay.
I've made a
So
ranged
2.
attack on the target, and I need to do damage now.
Okay.
So yeah. How do I do damage? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. There you go. Yeah. Here you go. This is the damage on the first one that gets hit. 15 on the first one, and then it's as soon as it hits the first one, it then sprays out into a couple of extra shards, and they have to take a dexterity saving throw each, or suffer 2d6 cold damage each.
Okay. Is that halved on a success?
No, it's all or nothing.
Okay. All right. Which, funnily enough, is bad for them because they have basically evasion, which just doesn't kick in that case.
Sure. Yeah. Well, they'll either take damage or they won't. So
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 2 saves. 14 and 18.
The 14 will not save. It's on a 15.
Okay. So how much do they take?
They take another 2d6, which will be... the one that fails takes another 8 damage. Takes 8 damage, singular. That's
Nice.
the only damage he's taken. So the first one takes 15. The one behind, whichever fails, takes 8.
Matt, if it is like evasion, then on a pass it would take half. So
So I'm just having some trouble with the tokens. Bear with me, folks.
Oh, and the target takes that extra damage as well. The target needs to do a dex save as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that's all 3 of them need a dex save.
Just to add to all your extra things you're doing, are Marius and the Temple Guard involved in this fight?
The Temple Guard certainly will be. Marius, if he can pluck up his courage, might play some part.
Comet of Cassandora, yeah. That's...
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's a heaven spell, mate.
Black Sun, maybe.
He's probably got a banishment in him somewhere if he can remember it.
Yeah, that'll pass the dex save, that one. So it's just the
Okay.
one that takes the extra 8 damage. So 15 on the original, 8 on the one that failed.
Sure. Okay, that's all good.
Yeah.
Anything else from you, Nat? So this, this shard of ice kind of explodes amongst the seductive demons.
Yeah, no, that's everything. Nax is going to just move ever so slightly to this side of Demetrius in an attempt to be within range of where she thinks Bill went, just to cover both sides if needs be.
Sure.
And no, that's fine. That's all.
Well, speaking of Bill, come to you next.
Boom.
What
Okay,
would you
so I
like to do?
can see that these lurching dudes are not coming at that quick compared to the
Compared to
demonettes
the ones
pouring
that
out of the
Nax
way.
has just attacked, they are seem to be much slower.
Cool. So first things first, let's take out one of these demonettes. I guess I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at. How hurt do the ones that Nax has shot at look?
I mean, it's very difficult to tell. They
Good point.
don't seem to. They don't seem to feel pain in the normal way. But
They
in fact,
probably
these
look
ones seem to
happier,
actually
don't
enjoy
they?
it. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the one in front, I guess. That makes sense to me. With an arrow.
Yeah. Go for it.
Do I have advantage on this one? For my sneaky hiding?
Yes, sure. If you pass the stealth check, I didn't see what you rolled, but I assume you probably passed.
I'm not sure what DC you'd want, but it was 21.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dope. Okay. Pew. 13.
Plus
With
bless?
D4.
What's the D4?
And Matt, you have to tell me if bless is what ticks something over.
14.
I have to tell you if bless would make it hit, do I?
Yeah, just so I can feel good about myself.
I see. Oh, not because there's some sort of mechanic reason.
Yeah.
Like, its AC is 13, so you hit.
Yay! Sorry. Cool. So, pew. A lot of damage.
Sigma be praised.
26.
Yeah. It gives a shriek of pleasure/pain ? And disappears.
Good. Great.
Nice.
Nice. Cool. I don't know what else to do with it. What do you do with a
Exploding
rope once
arrows?
you've shot something? Who do you think I am?
Again. There you go. Sorted.
I'm not Jeremy Renner. I'm gonna.
Hide again.
That seems like the best choice, to be
Bonus
honest.
action
I'm just
hide.
gonna- yeah, I'll probably just bonus action hide. I'm gonna, I guess, jump down from here so I'm behind something to the demonettes and hide behind this crane thing.
Sure. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah. 24.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm a sneaky little man.
We
You
see him
disappear
jump, but no
behind
one
the
hears
stack
him
of barrels.
land.
Great. Well, to the south, Bill, from your hidey hole, you watch in horror as the shambling horde begins its slow advance. Inexplicably, the plague bearers rolled the best on their initiative, so they are going to begin a slow, and they just kind of start stumbling forward into the lower levels of the ziggurat. And
Just
Go
no, I
on.
just wanted to double check where that horror and demonette died. Were they the ones who had the initiative on the tracker? Because demonettes and horrors aren't on the tracker anymore.
Interesting. Yes, guess they were.
No. Oh no.
Let me fix that. Good spot.
I mean, it felt like there were too few people before I went right at the bottom of the initiative to. I felt a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
You almost had to think about what you were about to do there for a minute, didn't you? Like, what?
Yeah.
Already?
I was about to have my nap
Series of-
until my turn. That was...
Pop each of them over here, and then that's going to be
Yeah.
the initiative one. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Think horror. We'll go over here.
Quick, someone tell a joke. Or start singing elevator music.
What do you call fake spaghetti?
Go on.
An imposter.
Pretty good.
Hey.
Nice.
You're getting a prayer of exorcism for that. That's...
Yeah. Straight from Demetrius's stand-up show. Was surprisingly poorly attended. He can't work out why.
So I think we're there. Right. Sorry about that, folks. So as the plague bearers begin to shuffle into the lower levels of the ziggurat, Bill, the stench coming off them as they get closer becomes enough to make you retch and gag. Can you make a con save for me, please?
I'd never have to smell anything worse than standing behind Shooter.
Yeah. Surely advantage.
18.
Very
Plus
useful.
success.
18 is fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you managed to kind of keep your lunch down. Right.
I worked hard on this lunch.
I think they are going to basically dash, so a couple of them are going to make it into the ziggurat itself, but they're pretty slow, so not all of them will. Right.
They're coming right for us.
Okay, moving on, to the top, Dietrich. These red-skinned horn demons waste no time in lowering their swords and charging at you. Gone.
Well, I am loudly incanting a prayer as they run up the stairs towards me.
Sure. Two of them are going to run past you, and putting on a burst of speed, they move incredibly fast, and they engage the two temple guard, who lower their clubs to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
But these two are going to try and impale you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
Oh,
Right.
Oh no! You shouldn't have been posing.
As
You have a warding flare or something, sir.
I've
Please.
got warding flare, so I can impose disadvantage. Okay, I've seen the rolls now, but have they got 2 attacks each?
They have. Yeah.
Okay, the one that swung first,
Yeah.
I would like Sigmar's bursts out of me. It would have disadvantage.
Okay. So that crit would turn into a 7 and presumably miss.
Yeah. And then it's just so you can use on the attack roll.
All
Yeah,
the
it's
others
just the
now.
one. It's just the one. All the others, yeah, go nuts.
So what's your AC?
It is 19.
19. Okay, so only the second crit would hit.
Only the second crit.
Only the second crit. Okay.
You got this.
That is 10 slashing damage then.
Okay. So 10 damage takes me down to 25.
In fairness, you've still got nearly as many hit points as Demetrius is starting hit points.
True.
So
That's true.
you're probably all right.
That's not the critical damage, is it?
Yeah.
It's just 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah, it's another D8.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I rolled a
rolled
1 on that
terribly.
one.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's
You
right.
mean thanks Sigmar, Tim?
Yes. Okay, so I am going to need to give you a concentration check.
Concentration. Oh,
Now,
bless,
I do get advantage. So
Okay.
let me roll that.
Need a 10 or more, right?
I would need a 10, yeah.
Nice.
I pass. Yeah.
It is merely a scratch.
Yes. I get run through and then chill bash it back.
Nice.
And bellow, eyes blazing.
Cool.
Okay.
On to Demetrius then.
So Demetrius is going to draw his saber, his pistol, muttering the words, "I bloody hate pyramids." Nax, stay behind me. It'll be all right. We'll get through this, probably. He's going to raise and fire at the most wounded of the 2 demonettes in front of him.
Nice.
So obviously I get my D4 as well, don't I? So
Yep.
so
Yeah.
that's plus
17
D4.
hits.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you need to roll bless if you need to roll it. 10 damage.
Wow.
Okay. Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, no problem. It spins back in a graceful pirouette, but manages to land on its feet and starts running towards you again.
At which point Demetrius is going to go, "Oh, balls." We might be in a pickle here, Nax, dear.
Nothing we haven't
That's it.
handled before.
And actually, he's going to remember to use his bardic inspiration, because I always bloody forget. What's the range on it? Let me double check.
My guess would be like 60 feet, but it would be a guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to Mantle of Inspiration, so I'll use my bardic inspirations to grant 8 temporary HP to 3 creatures within 60 feet. I think my Sigmarite pal is looking like he could use some, to be fair, isn't he? He's 40 feet, so you get 8 temporary HP.
8, thank you very
Nax
much.
can have some. And
I'm guessing it
I
can't be
think-
yourself, can it?
No. And I think Shooter.
Okay. I think Shooter's already got 8 temporary
I've already
HP.
got some actually,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
So
thank you.
I
Then
can't see Bill because you've hidden, haven't you? So, in that
give it
case,
to the temple guard.
I'll give it to the temple guard that is fighting the bloodletter closest to me.
I've got 3 temporary HP from Bill, so you might give it to the other temple card. Keep that flank going.
Yeah, okay.
No one
Yeah,
wants
why
it,
not?
mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's out of order, isn't it?
Literally,
That's such a nice
I
man.
know, I
Demetrius
mean,
is like, he has a thing and no fucker wants it. Alright.
Nax will take it. She's only got 3 temporary HP, to be fair. So it does upgrade the temp. But yeah.
Oh, it's too bloody late now, isn't it?
You got a problem with my snacks?
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll give it to the temple guard and our cleric friend.
What about Marius? He'll die.
don't give a shit about Marius.
Nah.
No,
it
yeah.
does.
He's a thief.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That was a
Great.
waste of an inspo, wasn't it? Crikey.
Not at all.
Dickheads, a lot of you.
Well, Dietrich, you feel very inspired at least,
Yes.
and you're going to need it.
It's Sigmar welling up in my soul that did that. No
Yeah,
other
weirdly,
reason.
Sigmar sounds a lot like Demetrius for some reason. For the minute.
It's the manifestations of chaos. It's that's what it is. So is it? Are you done, Gallum? Is it?
That's, yeah, absolutely OG, so.
Okay. In which case, having just like shield bashed this horned demon back a few steps, I bellow to the skies. He is the rock upon which the unclean will be broken. He is the tempest, and a ball of light will hopefully manifest behind, like in the sky, just behind the two blood letters.
Mm-hmm.
Religion check.
Yes, please. Need a 10.
Not only did you not cast, but you realise why.
There is a deafening silence from the Hammer Lord.
Okay, I think I know which of the two cinematics with the War Priest of Sigmar this is going to
Yeah.
end up like. Okay, is
Also,
that
I will say that you don't spend the spell slot.
okay? But it is the action. That is fine. What can I do with a bonus action? What can I do with a bonus action?
Do you have Shield of Faith by any chance?
No!
No.
That is far too defensively minded. Okay, I will. There's just the smallest of like bottom lip quivers as things get slightly worse than they were a second ago. That's it.
Okay, that's your bonus action to quiver the bottom lip. That's a free action, mate. That's always a free action.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't got any bonus action cantrips, and I tried to cast a spell with an action, so I can't
Okay.
bonus action other spells.
No problem. Right. Off on the right, the pink horrors are going to conjure these pink balls of flickering flame in their hands and start hurling them at you, Shooter and Marius. So, I think one is going to fire at Marius and 2 at Shooter.
I think where possible, I have actually told Marius to sit behind me, to stay behind me.
Well,
so-
yeah, if you're happy
so
with that, and they'll all fire at you, that's fine.
Happy is a descriptive term.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think
They
what
only
I'm going
have.
for was that Marius should get cover rather than them all firing.
no, it's all right. I'll take it.
They only have 1 attack each. You'll be pleased to hear, Tom. Okay. Does a 13 hit?
No, 16 is my AC.
Okay. So these little balls of fire seem to go wide, seem to miss their mark. You manage to actually kind of just dodge out of the way, and Marius is frantically trying to like cling on to your back, using you as a meat
Back
shield.
fat.
Yeah. But yeah, you managed to survive the barrage for now. As one of the flames kind of whizzes over your shoulder, you're surprised to feel that there's no heat coming off it at all. But it does leave your skin, the skin of your cheek, just crawling. You suspect that were one of those to hit you, worse things would happen than a burn.
Fair.
On the left flank, the demonettes are going to just start sprinting. They kind of look like they're, as I say, like more like dancing. But the ground that they're covering is surreal. They're just moving incredibly fast. they are easily able to make it to base there.
I chose the wrong side, didn't I? I blame Nax.
Yeah, you followed me, love.
And
The fact that your lust has led you to you getting absolutely fucked up by Slaanesh is really
I don't think in this
thematically
instance
pleasing.
there is any lust. It's not that kind of relationship. It's
No,
more.
it's not.
using a series of graceful bounds and leaps and somersaults, they effortlessly climb up the walls of the ziggurat, bouncing from platform to platform. And these ones are just going to sprint. Yeah, so you need to
Oh,
climb
great.
this.
I mean, this isn't the kind of gangbang that Demetrius had in mind. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be.
Well, yeah, wait for it.
I mean, it's one hell of a way to go, I suppose, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, poor Demetrius. Oh boy.
I'm gonna write that in your next book.
Yeah. Yeah. Single-handedly defeated
hard
an
left turn
entire harem's worth of demonettes. How? I don't think you want
The
to know.
unexpected twist into like a Mills and Boone softcore porn book.
It turns out his bardic music style is smooth jazz. It's
At the top of the round, from
Goodness.
behind you, you can sense the magical energies being channeled by Lord Tenok growing, and the vortex grows measurably bigger, as if he's pouring kind of magical energy into it. And
Dad.
From the city below you comes the flapping of wings, and several of those dog bat shapes that Shooter, you obliterated one as it came out of the portal. Some of its friends are here.
Oh god.
Man, what are you doing?
We've got enough to handle.
It's your turn, Shooter.
Before it's as much as I want to just shoot things, is Marius or the Temple Guard having a go?
The Temple Guard are locked in furious battle with the Bloodletters.
I take the dodge action.
Yeah.
Marius is. I'll tell you what. I will roll a wisdom save.
Either way, Tom,
That's funny, this.
Steph will tell you that Temple Guard are rubbish.
I know, that's what I do. Yeah. It's probably better they do dodge, to be honest.
If it ain't called Scab Fat, they ain't killing it.
Okay. Yeah, Marius manages to gain some control over his
Bodily functions.
owls.
his bodily functions. Yeah, and he's going to probably lob a firebolt of some kind.
Demonettes, I heard.
Yeah, is that what you heard?
Yeah, true story.
Yeah. Looping it over the top of the ziggurat.
Okay. Right. Yeah, he'll chuck a spell at this nearest pink holler. Unfortunately, in his fear, he fires far wide. Shooter, your turn.
Yeah, no, not like that, like this. And he points it. As a bonus action, I'll move my Hunter's Mark onto the next opponent, which is going to be this pink aura that Marius was shooting at as well.
Sure.
And then I will so that's my bonus action taken, and then just keep shooting, because that's what he does best. 11? Oh no, plus D4, right?
11 just hits, so you're okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah.
why would you give me my
Yeah.
long-awaited
They
hashtag
did-
blessed?
Yeah, they did have AC 12, but because you've blessed me, and that would have mattered.
So it's this one here, yeah?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see which one you did, but it's this one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
9 plus 2, so 11 damage.
Okay, lovely.
And then, I'll do the same. So 21.
Yeah.
Yes. I won't do the bless. Dan. So for 8 plus 1, so 20 in total.
Okay. No problem. It's several of its angly kind of simian arms are hanging loosely by its side, and it's kind of loping around a little bit sadly, but it is still just about alive.
Fair. That's my job lot, I think.
Okay, great. Maxine.
Yeah, so seeing these rather acrobatic creatures jumping up, and I guess 2 of them are engaged with Demetrius now, is that right?
Yes, 2 of them are, yeah.
Yeah, probably Demetrius is going to be a little bit surprised to see Nax jump forward and stand alongside him.
Yeah, I
Yes,
said
fine.
get behind me.
Yeah. And say, we do this together. And as she jumps down, she casts a level 2 Gust of Wind spell.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which is 10 feet wide and starts obviously alongside Demetrius, so it doesn't affect Demetrius. And effectively, it will affect this one, etc.
How long is it?
Let me cast it. Let's see. So it should. Oh, I didn't say it there. It is 60 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Okay, yeah, that will
So
affect all
it
of
will
them.
get hopefully all 4 of them. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away. So I guess not immediately, right? Because it's each creature that starts its turn in the line
I
must
guess, yeah.
succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed. And they
Okay,
must
so on
spend
their
2
turn.
feet of movement. Yeah, so I'm concentrating on that. So yeah, I think that is what Nax is doing. So before they strike at Demetrius or move towards Demetrius, those 4 will need to take a strength check in order to do what they want to do. And hopefully, Demetrius will be able to see that is building and focus on the one that is not pushing away.
Sure. Well, if I get to their turn and I forget, just remind me.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool.
Is it presumably it's like a corridor of
Yes.
wind that sticks around, yeah?
Yep.
And it's 60 foot long?
60 foot long, correct. 10 feet wide.
There we go.
Beautiful. Yeah, so Nax is right next to Demetrius casting it from his side. So technically I am engaged with this first one now, which isn't ideal for Nax, but still. Each must. So if that first one passes its strength check, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, okay. Anything else from you, Nax?
No, that'll do for Nax, thank you. But Nax does... Oh no, that's not divination. Carry on, yep.
Okay. So we're on to the Flying Furies now. And with a kind of, I guess like a hissing shriek, they descend from the skies onto you with leathery wings. One of them, seeing as he can't see Bill,
Oh no.
he's gonna head straight for Nax. This one is gonna head for the biggest target he can see. This one here is going to flap towards Marius. And this one here is actually going to go for Lord
Godspeed,
Tenok
Marius.
himself.
Godspeed.
Okay, right, so on Unax, Uh, do, 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 do. 10.
Oh, no, that won't hit.
Okay.
Squishy wizard prevails.
Yeah. And then on shooter. And on Marius. And on Lord Tenok.
Oh,
Okay, so
Didn't miss
15
the
misses
giant
you,
toad.
shooter, doesn't it? 14 is going to hit Marius, I think, because he is a squishy wizard. And do him 5 damage. Yeah, just ripped a hole in the only pristine bit of robe he had left. And then the Fury here, tries to claw at into the soft flesh of the giant toad, but is maybe you watch kind of one of Lord Tenok's eyes twitch, and the creature is instantly kind of immolated in midair.
2 up ward save. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got his sphere of shielding. Okay, that's the Furies. So much for them. Bill.
all right. Well, can't let this go. Can't let this go unpunished. I'm gonna head up behind the Fury, and I think I'll use the Lizard Man knife because it feels like it might work, and I'm going to insert it between a couple of vertebrae. 21.
Yeah.
I need one of you to roll poorly.
Oh, god damn it.
So less saves you. Please, just...
Is that 13?
I need to be useful.
Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad. So that is 13 total.
Okay, so the thing gives a squawk and kind of tries to wriggle free of your knife. You seem to have hit it in a soft spot, crashing around desperately, and because of your size,
Wait.
I guess you're trying to hold on to your knife to stop it pulling off into the air.
Pretty much, yeah. Or at least angle it so that as it pulls off into the air, it rips.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess. Well, that hasn't worked, so I'll bonus action disengage. And scurry up to the next level of the pyramid. Let's see. Does it feel like I can get close to this blue orb, or does it feel like I'll probably disintegrate or something?
There's kind of waves of energy coming off it that are so intense you can, even as a non-magical person, you can feel it. But it doesn't necessarily feel like hostile to you particularly. It doesn't seem to be that like a magic that's focused on destruction particularly.
Okay.
But I mean, you're not certain. You're not sort of trained in these things.
I'm not messing with that. I'm just going to run across to this platform and call it a day.
Okay. Are you trying to hide again?
I don't have any actions left.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Well, in that case, from your level of the ziggurat, that's the word I'm looking for. Several of the plague bearers emerge, having completed their slow march up the stairs towards you. Being unable to fly, they just have to take the stairs like all the other chumps, and they lurch towards you, clanging bronze bells and waving rusted swords.
Oh, they're quicker than I anticipated.
These ones are just going to move into the pyramid and disappear.
This is very bad news.
Dangerous over short distances.
Okay, probably because you want quite a narrow wooden walkway, I'd say only one of them will be able to get to you.
Do I need to
They're
do
not
the con save again, or is that a one-off?
on your turn. Oh, that should have been on your turn.
Okay.
Don't worry about it because you shouldn't have taken it last time. So we'll not worry about it until your next turn. So one of them is going to try and hit you though. Mighty 6.
It's not going to do it.
No? Okay. All right. Well, he just flails away at you with this huge rusty spoon and does nothing else. Yeah, the stench is pretty disgusting though. Meanwhile, on the north flank, the Bloodletters and the Temple Guard are locked in a fierce fight. You sense, Demetrius, that only your magical boon is keeping the Temple Guard standing. They're both bleeding from big rents in their flesh, in their scales.
Couldn't possibly win against a core model.
I wasn't setting out to re-traumatize you here. So I'm sorry.
You speak the truth, Matt. It's fine.
I can see I've opened up some old wounds, and
They're not elite troops after all. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
but they're passing their stubborn check, so you're good.
Oh well, there you go.
For the time being, until the frog died. Meanwhile, Dietrich is not looking quite so rosy for you.
I will warding flare the first attack.
Okay, good idea.
Blowing up like a pyrotechnic display at a rave
Okay,
party.
so you turn an 18 into a 12, which is good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a hit into a miss, right?
A miss into a miss.
That's the first one.
Oh,
6,
on 19. Okay. Right, and then his second attack is a 16.
Clang!
And then the other Bloodletter's 2 attacks.
Clang off the headband. Clang off the shoulder plate.
You are just being treated like a piñata here, but they don't seem to be able to breach holy steel for the time being. Cool. Demetrius.
You're muted.
Carry on, Demetrius, sorry.
Sorry, no, my fault, I was muted. Demetrius is going to use his street smarts, and he's going to recognise the fact that Nax has obviously got one of the 2 critters covered with her spell. So he's going to lunge at the first one with his rapier. So that one there that's sort of closest.
Alternatively, you could leap forward and then ride that gust of wind away from danger.
I could, but instead I'm going to use 2 weapon fighting to fire my repeater pistol point blank range into the critter that is attacking Nax as well, in an attempt to be heroic.
Okay, so you're gonna fire.
So rapier this one.
Okay.
And then shoot that one.
Would that work with 2 weapon fighting ranged?
The light weapon, right?
As long as it's a light weapon, that does work.
Yeah, it does. So the rapier goes first.
It's advantage for the ranged attack, of course.
So I don't need my D4 for that, do I?
Oh,
That's fine.
Come on, guys, do worse.
I'm trying.
Okay. You skewer that one, Demetrius, and as the point of your rapier sinks into its chest, it grasps the handle with its crab claws and pulls itself further onto the blade towards you. And as it flickers out of existence, a forked tongue just caresses the side of your face.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cheeky.
So Demetrius, whilst shoving the repeater pistol into the face of the other critter, also gets a large erection.
If, as an aside, if it is just using the straight up pepper box rules from Alexandria, that doesn't have the light property.
Who does it not? Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
So use your
Okay.
erection.
Yeah. Can I
That
use-
definitely has the light property.
Bludgeoning damage.
I mean, can I make an unarmed strike as my offhand? Just for lols?
Have you not got a dagger?
I've got rapier, and I am, to be fair, holding my my gun in my other hand. So
You can use your gun as an improvised weapon. That's fine. So
we'll just use
will
unarmed
be-
strike, whatever that is. Is that right?
it will be
Yeah.
strength based. Yeah, unfortunately for you.
Pistol
Oh,
whip,
no.
motherfucker.
So I just make
Just make a
So-
strength check. Yeah, you don't get proficiency on this because you don't. Not
I
proficient on-
think I don't with unarmed either. So
No.
is that right?
Mhm.
I'll just roll strength. That's fine. Nope. He sort of flails miserably.
But roll
wind
your
takes
bless
him.
just in case.
You just fling your. You accidentally let go of the pistol as you. As you
The wind blast the pistol away. Oh no!
I mean, technically, if you roll a 1 on an attack with the pepper box,
Yeah. So what do I
It
do?
just
I
breaks in
try-
half.
actually,
Oh, you've rolled
I mean-
a lot of ones with that thing. I think you need to choose a different weapon.
Yeah. So yeah, does it break? I guess. Do I
No,
accidentally
no,
break
that's
it? punching
that's fine. I think if you're just using
Cool.
it as a club, you just inept, not.
Inept, yeah, that's about right. Okay. I don't
Okay.
think there's anything much I can do. Yeah, it's Demetrius
Well,
out.
hopefully these
yeah.
things are being pushed back shortly from us, but maybe not.
Okay. Well, before we find out, we'll go over to Dietrich.
Abide not the filth of chaos, suffer it not to defile your land, tolerate it not whatever its guise may be. I'm going to try and do the same spell again. He's clearly, I just had a dodgy connection the first time.
Hmm.
The old dial-up's feeling flaky.
Yeah, it goes off this time. And the sphere of light does fire up this time, and it's a flaming sphere, so a 5-foot diameter sphere of blazing light, we'll call it.
Okay.
Appears in non-occupied, so it's going to appear immediately, like behind the two red-skinned demons. If they end their turns within 5 feet of the sphere, they may take damage. So I'm going to do that, and then a single tear of joy run down my blood-stained cheek. And that's it for me. I'll put a little marker.
Yeah, you stick a marker down. That's great. All right. The demonettes. So I need to make strength checks. Is that right, Staff?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. What's the DC on these?
15.
Okay, that's not going to be good for them. Is it saving throws or just checks?
Saving throws is saving throws.
Not actually. I don't know why I'm asking it. They're terrible at both.
I'm tempted to let you have the bless D4s as well, Matt. Just
Yeah, just gonna need them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woo! That's
amazing.
good rolling.
Whoa.
11, 10, 9, 8. I bet you couldn't do that again.
No, nor would I want to. Okay, so they all get
15 feet back.
beam rockets blasting off again. Okay.
I mean, I
5,
know
10.
it's not a voluntary movement, but would you be kind and let me have an opportunity attack against the one that's
Only with your
sailing
pepper
away
box
to the
that is broken.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't be kind. No. This one, I'm going to say, is going to take some falling damage. It's probably fallen only like 10 feet, so I'll just give it a...
sorry, Matt. If I can quickly jump in, I've just read as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If I ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving this turn. So in which case, I'll bop one of them on the noggin.
Okay. Yeah. What saving throw do I need to make?
It is a dexterity 15, a DC 15 dex save.
Okay. Now, you notice, Dietrich, that these creatures seem to be wearing brass collars that light up as the spell takes effect. And you sense that they are somewhat resistant to magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, in retrospect, yeah.
Good
So
job we
he
got
rolls
a
a
magic guy over
21
there.
on his
21.
dex save.
That is fine. You will still take 4 fire damage.
Okay.
So it's the one immediately between me and the sphere.
Okay, this one here.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. No probs.
You know what? I'm not even sad that I've accidentally cast another concentration spell, so Bless disappears. Because none of you are using it anyway.
You
Watch
wait,
as we now
it's gone.
immediately
Now
all,
it's gone.
we're all rolling like one below what we need.
I hadn't even clocked that.
Yeah.
It's a good job you're such an honest group of players. Lovely. Okay.
Quite inspirational, isn't it?
The demonettes still get their turn, right, staff?
Oh yeah, they just have to move. There's half
Just have to
speed
move
moving
back.
back through the
Oh,
wind.
half speed. Okay, that's good
Yeah,
to know.
right.
All
I
right.
think
So
most of them probably would need to dash to get back at us, but
yeah, that's true.
the 15 debatable whether that gets back and probably just gets engaged again.
Yeah. So
If they
this
only
one,
have a 30-foot movement.
this one would be able to make it back, but the others are going to have to dash. You're right.
Yeah.
Because of the double speed. It's 22. Yeah. So they're going to basically just make it to the base of the wall again, dashing.
Mm-hmm.
You bought yourself some time. This one is going to
That's all Gust of
try.
Wind doesn't do any damage, unfortunately. But yeah.
This one is going to try and claw. I tell you what, he's going to do. She's going to do first. She. Going to try a tempt on Demetrius.
Ooh.
Senses that perhaps he is the most susceptible to this sort of thing. Need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Callum.
So, hold on a second. Or...
If you roll a 12 now.
Without bless.
Yeah, that'd be sad, wouldn't it? Hold on, let me just double check. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice, but you're not going to like this, my friend. So anyway, wisdom saving throw is that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, has it come through?
Not that I can see. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
10.
But don't worry,
Oh,
you're not gonna like this. You're not. Fey Ancestry. I have. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where is it? Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, so I get to roll again.
Go. Give it another go.
Oh.
Oh,
gosh, damn it!
Can you roll a d4 just
D4,
for my
please.
peace of mind?
Is this going to make you feel better, Dan? I don't think it is.
No, but I need closure, Matt.
It would have been fine.
Why did you cast that concentration spell down? Why did you break concentration? We needed that.
What I'm saying is, I didn't. Not only did I cast a concentration spell, I had to cast it twice to actually cast it.
just in time for it to ruin everything.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Okay. Poor
Demetrius, you're not going to like what comes next.
Oh, he might.
Yeah.
You find yourself captivated by this alluring creature. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and you just want to dive into its wickedly serrated arms and let it have its way with you. So that's what you're going to be focusing on. Meanwhile, it's going to attempt to peel Nax's face off.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's some good face peeling.
Oh no!
I'm guessing the 8 misses.
The 8 will miss, yes.
Okay. That will be 6 slashing damage, please, Nax.
Okie doke. And I'll need to try and concentrate on the wind blast.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. No, wind blast is not wind blast. Gust of wind. Wind blast is the Law of Heaven's version, but gust of wind is gone.
Okay. All
6 damage. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The demonettes at the on the level below suddenly speed up, and on the right hand side, Shooter, you're going to face another barrage of little pink flames.
Lovely.
I will hit you if I have to throw every dice I have at you. I'm going to hit you once in this game.
Hey!
Well done. Well done. That's
Yes.
it.
All right. That's it. We can all go home now.
You've won.
Okay. 4 fire damage.
4 damage, yep.
Yeah. This flame seems to spread rapidly over your clothes, over your skin. You try and kind of plait it, and it just seems to spread everywhere, all over your body. It's not burning you as such, but it does leave your skin kind of tingling.
Ooh.
And
We're going to need a concentration check for Hunter's Mark.
we are, yes.
Con save. Boom. 11.
11's
I'll
fine.
do.
Okay, you keep your focus.
Sweet.
Didn't even need bless.
See, it's fine that I dropped it.
At
Really
the
not.
top of the round, the vortex continues to grow as Lord Tenok's ritual reaches its zenith. Meanwhile, Dietrich, to your abject horror and surprise, because you definitely didn't see this coming, a small, a much smaller version of the portals that you saw outside the city opens up on the steps in front of you, and out walks a giant blue feathered creature.
I genuinely had forgotten.
Bam. And stares down at you, clutching a large staff.
Okay.
And it's
staff.
A large one.
with its beak more open, it issues a screech of challenge to Lord Tenok. And with that, we will take a break.
Oh.
Nice.
don't-
I don't
Accept
like
the
how its
challenge.
genitals are circled. Makes it very
It's
threatening.
going to need to make a deck save, mate. That's,
His genitals are on fire. They're on fire, man.
Oh god.
Awesome.
this is fine.
We got this, guys. We got this.
Yeah,
You got
is
this, I
fine.
believe in you.
I think Demetrius has something. It may now be the clap, but
All take
Right.
the dodge action.
Well, thank you guys for playing, and thank you everyone else for watching. We will find out next time whether our heroes manage to hold off the demon tide long enough for our slammed friend to complete his ritual, or whether the world is going to sink into the realm of chaos.
I mean, worst
Stuff.
case scenario, the Warhammer world could explode under a massive chaos invasion, but I don't think that will happen.
That
No,
was
it's
it.
unbelievable.
I think that'd be
That'd be
very
poor writing.
unsatisfying narratively.
Yeah.
So we'll be fine.
Thanks, Matt.
Cheers, guys. See you next time.
Amazing.
Guys,
See ya.
catch you next time.